Australia is recognised as having the most unique bee fauna in the world, and this is because of the dominance of the primitive groups of bees called the caletids. The caletids are defined as having a very broad, shallow tongue, more for lapping. They do not have an elongate tube such as the honeybee, which is able to suck up nectar from deep tubular flowers. So the plant family Myrtaceae, or the gum trees and the eucalypts, fitted it perfectly. They present their nectar as a broad, shallow cup where the bee can simply sit on the edge and lap away and take up the nectar. However, Australia does have a number of native flowers that have deep corollas, and here's one here. This is Persoonia or G-bung, and indeed there is a coletid or a short-tongued bee that makes use of the nectaries. Indeed, it is obligate to feed only on Persoonia, and I'm going to show you how. This is a remarkable coevolution between a bee and a flower. Originally, the bee was thought to steal nectar and not pollinate, but this video proved the exact opposite. It's a very effective pollinator. Notice the way that it collects pollen with its forelegs, then transfers it to the mid-legs, and from the mid-legs to the hind legs. But the nectaries are at the very top of the flower, even out of the picture. So how the heck does the bee reach the nectaries? The bee has a very short, blunt tongue, but it has about 12 very elongated hairs. There's the short bilobed tongue, or glossa, and there are the hairs coming down. We thought that they must use capillary action in some way, and this video confirmed that thought. The bee moved to the top of the flower and then inserts these hairs in amongst the petals into the nectaries. Capillary action draws the nectar up through the hairs, and then the very short, blunt tongue then laps up the nectar. It's a wonderful coevolution between flower and bee. There we go again. See the long hairs going into the nectaries.